the next one. This one is something that is very key and it's very, very important because it's affecting a lot of Nigerians in diaspora. And of course, this is where Nigerian doctors have called out NMCN for refusing to verify licenses of nurses. A popular doctor on Twitter, Dr. Olufumilayo, has called out the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria for allegedly refusing to verify the license of nurses who plan to relocate abroad for greener pasture. In a post on Twitter, he said many Nigerian nurses have been trapped in Nigeria against their will as their professional board has refused to verify their licenses, which is a prerequisite for them to work outside the shores of Nigeria. He also stated that some Nigerian nurses abroad who require the board to verify their certificates are also affected as they suffer job losses because of this alleged action by the nursing board. The board in the notification said it has halted the application process for all Nigerian applicants whose verification of licensure from the Nigeria NMC is missing or expired until further notice. The NMCN license verification is a mandatory requirement for any Nigerian trained nurse to relocate abroad. And of course, someone noted that the NMCN disapproval means that any licensed nurse who is in Nigeria now cannot relocate abroad for work. So they can't move from Nigeria to UK, US, Saudi, or any other country in the world. Okay, this is quite sad, and of course, even though they've kind of reacted to that, but I think it's something that they should. I don't know if maybe are they trying to? Do you think they're probably trying to stop a lot of our medical professionals from trying? But is that the way to go, to stop their license?
Look,
from being verified?
These things, you know, there are some certain people, the supplying position, they will think they have sense. At the end of the day, you now discover that their sense itself is not even reached to the level of the one of cockroaches. Look, if we have nurse, we cannot cater for them. Number one, you did not send them to school. It's somebody that you send to school. For instance, now we know how it's done in university. If the school retain you and they are the one that paid for your postgraduate courses, they will tell you cannot leave the school until so maybe 10 years, at times 20 years, that you lecture, you work for the school. You'll be collecting your salary, but you cannot travel abroad or you cannot go elsewhere. If I use my own money to go and study nursing, and now finish, and I want to travel on my own volition, I not collect money from you. You are not using these tactics to stop them. We are not helping them. We are not even helping ourselves. Because there are some certain nursing, they will go over there, make some money, they will come and establish here. They will be an employer of labor here. So if they are doing that and you think everybody will stay, what I advise is just that many of our nurses will still go. The worst that will happen is that they will change course or they can switch. There are a lot of caregivers now. There are a lot of all these care whatever. So, but one thing that is certain is that if you want to give me license and I'm a professional, what that one has to do with whether I want to travel or not. One thing there is that with the situation of with the number of nurses that are moved to abroad, either UK, US, and Canada, where we have multitude of them. What are the reasons why they are leaving? These are the things. What are the reasons? It's because they don't have good welfare package. They are not well paid. No welfare packages all around. So if government really want them to stay, give them good welfare package. Let them be their choice. All what we're giving them, they want to move. That is the thing. Using these tactics, Nigerians will see far another way. The worst that will happen is that many of them, if they can afford it, they will not study medicine, they will not study nursing in Nigeria. They will not be studying it abroad. So they don't even need your certification again. You should not reach that. By the time you reach that stage, that means you are going to be shortage of nurses as we speak. We have shortage of nurses, even doctors. So now if they are not doing that, whether you like it or not, they will still travel. When they have to travel, they will find ways around it. But it is not good that we're supposed to be exporting our talent. In fact, because we cannot cater for all of them, we're supposed to be exporting all our professionals, even agberos. Yes, if they can ball very well, we have Olympic nurse quite long. It's just unfortunate that we could not have more Agbero that will be boxers in the Olympics upon all the way they terrorize people at different garages. So these are the professionals who are supposed to export to the world. They will come and become something and come back and come and really invest in Nigeria. But if the nursing agency in charge of nursing continue to do that, deregister all these particular nurses, we are the one that will suffer for it. They will not be studying nursing in Nigeria and they will go abroad. They can even go to Ghana and Benin Republic, study nursing, and they will use that one to fly around because they will still find way around it.
I think they really need to really check it, because imagine if someone who is a registered nurse and it's now time for verification of her license and they find out that they can't access it because they can't verify the license. It actually puts us even in the bad light.
Yes.
Because it just shows as though that probably they are not even well trained, or maybe something is up. It's as though we are not even organized when it comes to our nurses. And this is health. They take health very, very serious outside the country. Even though we are still always clamoring about our health facilities and in this place, they take theirs very serious. So I think it's something that they should not just meddle with. But Mr. Shopito, I want to ask from this aspect, not the aspect of why did they do that. Now, he said something. He said they can always go to other countries, get their certificates, and travel out. But they are still Nigerians. So imagine if, like you said, on the long run, most of Nigerians that want to study nursing or do medicals travel out of the country, maybe African countries, get their degrees and go outside. Don't you think this is going to affect us greatly, even our faces, to the international people?
Well, I mean, it's I don't think the problem with that is how it will affect us, because one way or the other we will be negatively affected by this. The problem for me is how it will affect those nurses, those people.
Itself.
Because if they have to go and maybe, if you find that there is no other way, and that's apparently what this person is saying, this doctor is saying, there is no other way to practice this profession in the US and the UK, in Canada and all these other countries where Nigerians are moving to. If you are going there and you want to practice with your current nursing certification, you must be verified by this council,
yes.
right? So which means the alternative is you go and get trained again. 2 years, 3 years, there are 2-year programs, there are 4-year programs, there are 3-year programs, depending on the level of nursing that you want to practice in. With the attendant cost implication and time implication, you are basically making it impossible for these people to go. Or some of them will go, because there are Nigerians who are not even nurses at all, who leave this country, go and get these certifications, and they work as nurses in those places. So some will go and take that route, but for the majority who won't be able to afford the cost implications, the potential implications, they will not go. And I am afraid that they will take it out on the system. They will take it out on innocent Nigerians.
So I should not go.
So they will show you. We already know that, especially nurses that work in public hospitals, they're harsh. The reason for that harshness is the current conditions of service that they are subjected to.
Yes.
They are poorly paid, heavily underappreciated, heavily overworked. They are attending to more patients than any normal human being should be expected to attend to. So by the time they are dealing with you by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, they are already, the person is no longer there. Their human compassion and feeling is gone. So when you see that nurse talking to you harshly, talking to a pregnant woman or a person who is in pain and telling them, keep quiet, shut up there, and all that, there is a reason for it. So if you now compound this by now saying that, for those of them that say, look, I'm tired of this thing, I want to go, they now can't go. The person actually attempts to go. He files for this certificate verification. It is denied him. So he's forced to come back to that hospital to work. I'm afraid of what could happen as a fallout. We could be talking of potential loss of life. Because a disgruntled person, you never can tell the limit to which havoc it can do.
Yes.
So I really think that somebody needs to come in to prevail on whether it's the government or whoever is behind this directive, for them to reconsider. We are not slaves. People must be free to go about their lives as they choose. If I want to stay in Nigeria, I should be free to do so. If I want to travel to the US or the UK, I should be free to do so. If Nigeria invested in me and maybe, for example, I got a scholarship and all that, okay, you can bond me maybe for a 2 or 3 year period.
Yeah.
I don't still like that idea, but at least it will be a concession. Because we invested in this person, okay, give us an investment back by way of service. You know, that's still something that we can think about. But to just say you deny verification. I was reading a letter, a sample of a letter from the Texas Medical Board, you know, in this story, and they were very clear that there is no other way for a Nigerian to practice, and until this Nigerian Midwifery Council, Nursing and Midwifery Council, until they reverse their stance, they are afraid, they are sorry, but they cannot
do anything.
You know, allow any Nigerian to work. So that's a terrible way. I think, you see, another thing, I keep talking about this thing. The people that are affected by this, gather yourself, put a class action together, get a brilliant sign, and go to court. I'm serious. You see, we don't use the instrumentality of the processing law. We say that it's corrupt. Oh, it will take time. Just go first. Start the process. When they see court order, their brain will quickly jump like that. Oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? And maybe they will get a small reset. You know, let them go to court and test, you know, whether this is something that these people are.
For those people in school, that is what I mean. If they think these ones are stuck, after all, those ones are stuck. There are not much more than those people behind them. Implication is this: if I have a kid that wants to study nursing, and I know he's going to be trapped in Nigeria, and he will go and study abroad now. He will go to Ghana and study or Benin, and he will be certified in that particular country. After satisfying, he will use that place as a base to go. That is the thing. By that time, what it now means is this: majority of Nigerians will not go and be studying nursing in Nigeria. Who is now going to fail? At that time, we will now be shouting, "Look, I know some certain sinister person is the one that will bring that one into particular notice," and it's not good.
It's not good. It's not good. They really need to do something. Plus, their notification set for those who they are maybe licensed as maybe retired, or you know, they are still trying to process, are the persons that have issues. Now these ones that already have it and they have no issue with you at all, but yet you cannot verify their license. Please verify their license. I'm calling out to these councils, so please do the right thing so these people can go about their daily lives and we can actually, you know, improve our